Hello, this is our proof of concept presentation for our game Vehicular Assault, and our team is Chris, Kara, and myself, Ayush. So the first game feature we want to talk about is the main menu. The goal we had set in the beginning was to have a start game, an options tab, and an exit. Our current setup has the title of the game with running credits about each storyline, and then once you click a storyline, it takes you to starting the game, where a back button is in the top right corner of the screen to return you to the main page. This is basically our exit button. We have not implemented the options button yet. We assume this could be implemented when we have music attached and playing. As you can see in the picture, it's a little hard to see it right now, but those little white text, or the little yellow text, is the credits about each storyline, and then you have your options to choose which game mode, and then obviously our title at the top. The second game feature we wanted to talk about was the objectives part. We had the goal of allowing the player win by destroying all enemy vehicles or completing map objectives, but to lose by having your vehicle destroyed. There was a thought of having an optional respawn mode for multiplayer and single player wave challenges, which could be something that we implement going down the line, given if we have the time or if we choose to build this game out even past this class. We also wanted to have a storyline for each different character chosen. Again, that's something we might have to push back with given our time constraints. Each of the characters that we would have will have to get into a vehicular assault, but for different reasons. Objectives currently are shown at the top left corner of your screen to complete. This is just the objectives itself, but imagine it in the top left. I didn't want to take a picture of the whole thing just so you could clearly see the objectives. We currently have only been able to continue working on different maps and have not created any characters for the actual storyline. So as I had mentioned before, the storyline and the different characters is probably something we'll focus on down the line, given if we have enough time. When we collide into a pole or building, we do not show any damage to the vehicle or the health bar or on the car, so we have not been able to show the losing element.
So to continue, we had the third game feature, which is the interaction and movement. We had the goals of controlling one of the vehicles in real time with the keypad and the gamepad, and then that included movement, steering, ramming, and firing happening all simultaneously, with physics-based collisions determining damage when ramming. And we wanted to have players equip their vehicles with tactical gear, and then also having opponents use AI to drive and fight simultaneously. We have the ability to control the vehicle in real time using the ASWD keys for speed and steering, and the arrow keys are for changing the view of the map while also having a mini map to see where you are above. And then we are using the Havoc engine to help with the physics of the car and the collision, and instead of using force, we had to use velocity, and so we had to alter some of the process to make it look real in the game. We are still working on tactical gear because right now I think we only have things that are shooting, and then we're working on different maps for environmental obstacles, and Turbo Takedown is the current map that we're using. We have not yet implemented any AI components, and we do think this could be a challenge. Overall, we have completed the interaction and movement key feature. We have finishing touches on the main menu, and we're still a work in progress for the objectives and the opponents.